Hello everyone, welcome to Kansas Future. Thrilling updates have set our team ablaze with excitement. While some fans are hesitant, struggling to grasp the unfolding saga, we encourage you to stay tuned and watch the whole video. The Kansas City Chiefs don't need to worry about any locker room dissatisfaction due to below-average stats from their championship core. The support systems in place are equipped to manage any Taylor Swift-sized distractions, such as dropped passes or missed blocks. Respected voices from outside the organization occasionally weigh in, which is perfectly fine with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. They welcome all the help they can get in keeping Travis Kelce level-headed for the NFL playoffs. Family ties aren't easily broken, and one of the season's best sibling moments occurred on the New Heights podcast with Jason and Travis Kelce. Fans witnessed Travis receiving a heartfelt message from his brother Jason during a recent episode. "It's going to go your way, especially if you keep being the same person you've always been. There's no one I've ever played sports with, or anyone who's been on a team with Travis, who enjoys being out there more. It's hard for me to watch and listen, but I can't wait for it to turn around," Jason expressed. "I appreciate it, brother. And if it doesn't turn around, as long as we're winning football games, we're good to go, baby," Travis responded with a laugh. Through 3 games, Travis Kelce has recorded just 8 catches for 69 yards, an amount he'd typically accumulate in just 3 quarters. However, this slow start to the season is a minor concern since the Chiefs are 3-0, and their stars have yet to fully synchronize. The main focus is on being ready to perform when the stakes are highest. At least one former Chiefs quarterback is unfazed by early season skepticism. Chase Daniel, who made millions as a backup quarterback, understands the inner workings of a successful defense despite limited on-field play. Daniel, a Super Bowl champion with a 68% career completion rate, knows what keeps an offense running smoothly, even when some key players aren't getting as many touches. Daniel recognizes that big moments will arise throughout a 17-game season. It all comes down to preparation, and no one in Kansas City is questioning Kelce's readiness. "Opportunities come to superstars," Daniel said during an appearance on The Facilitator. "I know for a fact from a reliable source that when Travis is traveling to support Taylor Swift at events, he brings a gym along. He has a trainer, massage therapist, and he's doing the work you usually do in the off-season while supporting his girlfriend on the road." Few defensive coordinators doubt Kelce's ability either. Though his individual production may be down, Kelce is doing the necessary dirty work to create opportunities for others. Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy are just 2 recent examples of players benefiting from his efforts. "I've spoken with a couple of defensive coordinators about this because I wanted to hear their perspective," Daniel explained. "We can speculate all we want about whether Travis Kelce has slowed down or if he's too distracted, but every defensive coordinator who's faced him says the same thing. Their top priority is stopping Travis Kelce. The entire defensive strategy revolves around shutting him down. I reviewed the tape, and sure enough, he's being double-teamed and covered by corners. Not safeties or linebackers, but corners. Fantasy football managers with Kelce on their roster should remain patient. Much like Patrick Mahomes while Kelce navigates this phase. It's all about Kelce," Daniel continued. "The defensive coordinators are focused on limiting him. I think we'll see him get more targets in the upcoming games." Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce could very well be the greatest in his position in NFL history. Just this summer, I presented a case backed by statistics for why he may truly be the GOAT, greatest of all time. However, no matter where you place Kelce among the league's all-time tight ends, it's undeniable that his consistent production is unparalleled. Yet, as we've seen in the first 3 games of this season, that impressive streak might be in jeopardy. From 2016 to 2022, Kelce achieved a remarkable 7 consecutive seasons with over 1,000 receiving yards. To put this into perspective, no other tight end in NFL history has even reached 4 1,000-yard seasons in total, let alone consecutively. His streak only fell short by 16 yards last season, yet he dominated once the postseason began. Many fans have been caught off guard by the noticeable dip in Kelce's numbers during these initial 3 games. He's accumulated only 8 receptions for 69 yards without any touchdowns, averaging 2.7 catches for 23 yards per game. If that pace continues for the entire season, it would result in only 45.3 receptions for 391 yards. While it's not surprising that he might be eased out of the spotlight as he ages, this drastic reduction has left many taken aback. Sure, it's early in the season, with just 3 games played, and doubting Kelce seems premature. But this is the longest stretch of limited production we've seen from him since he became a standout player for Kansas City. Even last season, when it was widely believed he was conserving energy for the playoffs, he didn't experience a stretch like this. Interestingly, his least productive 3-game run last season occurred in the final 3 games of the regular season, where he managed 13 receptions for 88 yards and no touchdowns. On the positive side, Kelce responded to that lackluster finish with an explosive playoff performance. On the other hand, it's somewhat worrying that his least productive 6 games over the last year have been in the regular season. Still, the upcoming game against the Los Angeles Chargers might provide the perfect opportunity for Kelce to break out of this slump. The Chargers have been average against tight ends in their first 3 games. In Week 1, Brock Bowers recorded 6 catches for 58 yards. Tommy Tremble and Jatavian Sanders combined for 5 catches and 31 yards in Week 2, and last week, Pat Freiermuth managed 4 catches for 33 yards. With tight ends across the league seeing reduced stats early this season, except when playing Kansas City, these numbers are neither impressive nor disappointing. So why could this game be a turning point for Kelce? Simply put, he has consistently excelled against the Chargers. While much attention has been given to his playoff performances last season, Kelce's best game was actually during Week 6 against the Chargers, where he recorded 12 catches for 79 yards and a touchdown. He chose not to play in Week 18 to rest for the playoffs, rather than extend his 1,000-yard season streak. But it wasn't just last season. Over the past 3 seasons, in 5 games against the Chargers, Kelce has posted 40 receptions for 640 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's an average of 8 catches, 128 yards, and 1.2 touchdowns per game. Elite numbers by any measure, even during a down year. Adding to the Chiefs' advantage, the Chargers might be without their starting safety, Derwin James, who was suspended for repeated illegal hits. James has been a key player in covering Kelce, so his absence would leave the Chargers with a significant gap in their defense. Moreover, Kansas City's passing game has largely focused on Rashee Rice to start the season. Rice had a standout game last week with 12 receptions for 110 yards and a touchdown. The Chiefs often utilize Rice in the same intermediate routes where Kelce excels. If the Chargers are forced to adjust their coverage to contain Rice, it could create more opportunities for Kelce. It's safe to say Kelce is well aware of the chatter surrounding his supposed decline. Mahomes, too, is surely hearing it about his favorite target, with whom he shared 3 Super Bowl victories. Considering the extra attention on Rashee Rice and the potential absence of Derwin James, everything seems aligned for Kelce to deliver yet another stellar performance against a familiar rival. Before we jump into today's incredible story about Patrick Mahomes and the surprising reason behind his dad bod, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for all the latest Chiefs news. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one. So we've all seen it, the infamous dad bod that Mahomes himself joked about after that locker room clip went viral back in January. Social media had a field day, and the jokes resurfaced again during the offseason. But here's the kicker. What we thought was just a funny moment is actually part of Mahomes' long-term plan to dominate the NFL. In an interview with People, Bobby Stroop, Mahomes' personal trainer, dropped some serious knowledge. He explained that Mahomes' extra body fat, about 14% to be exact, is intentional. And no, it's not because Mahomes is slacking on his workouts. It's all about force absorption. That layer of body fat helps protect him from the relentless hits he takes week after week. When you think about it, this makes perfect sense. Mahomes has been sacked 148 times and hit over 350 times in just 7 seasons. Stroop's training program, known as the KAT system, Kinesthetic Awareness Training, focuses on everything from force transmission to mobility and tissue resiliency. That extra cushion is designed to keep Mahomes durable and ready for battle, even when he's up against the toughest defenses. And let's be real, we need Mahomes on the field for the long haul. Mahomes himself has fully embraced this approach. He told Complex last April, "The dad bod is real and it gives me the cushion I need to take the hits. It'll help this career last a long time." We've got some big updates on Travis Kelce, and trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end. Let's get into it. We all know Travis Kelce is a legend in Kansas City, but after these first 3 games, with just 8 catches for 69 yards and no touchdowns, some people are starting to ask, has Kelce lost a step? Well, Andy Reid is here to set the record straight. When asked about Kelce's performance, Reid had one clear message: don't doubt him. According to the head coach, Kelce is still commanding a lot of attention from opposing defenses. "He's not old and he's not distracted," Reid said in a press conference. "The defenses don't think so either. They're still focusing on him, and that's opening things up for our other receivers like Rashee Rice, who's off to a fantastic start." And Reid has a point. While Kelce might not be stuffing the stat sheet, Rashee Rice has stepped up in a big way, with 24 catches for 288 yards and 2 touchdowns. The attention Kelce draws on the field is giving these younger guys the chance to shine. And that's exactly what the Chiefs' offense is built on, spreading the ball and keeping defenses guessing. But let's be real here. Kelce is 35 years old, and while his age might be a factor, this is the same guy who went off in the playoffs last season. It's still early days, and Kelce has shown time and again that he delivers when it counts most. So Chiefs fans, what do you think? Is Kelce just getting started, or should we be concerned about his production this season? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you haven't already, like and subscribe for more content like this. Go Chiefs! That's it, guys. Another video bringing you the latest Chiefs news. Keep following along because the season is just getting started, and there's still plenty of good stuff to come. Let's go for another Super Bowl.